peeps, welcome back to the channel. A while ago I shared with you the video where I gave you some tips on how to apply for a teaching job in China. Now it's time to prepare for your demo class. In this video I'll give you some basic tips that you should never ever forget about when you're preparing for a demo class, and hopefully they'll help you to have a successful demo class. So let's go. First thing, I want to tell you why you have to show demo class. A lot of us are qualified teachers with lots of degrees, but in fact, a lot of teachers cannot really teach or do not have the aptitude for teaching, or they simply don't know how to make complicated things more simple. When you come for a demo class, they're going to analyze the objective, the structure of the class, and how you're delivering information. And by the end of the class is to make kids fall in love with you. If kids love you, if kids had fun in your class, then it's great. The next thing you should look at is the ratio of fun and education. If you're going to a training center, probably the fun and education ratio will be 60% of fun, 40% of education, but it really depends on the training center. If you're going to a more serious maybe government education system or public schools, they emphasize education more. So maybe it will be 70% education, 30% fun. It is also down to the age of kids. The younger the kids are, the more fun and playtime they need. The older they are, the less fun and playtime they need. The next thing you need to look at is the structure of your class. And I would say the most common structure is probably warm-up, presentation, practice, production, and wrap-up. If you're not familiar with this structure, please research it. It is one of the structures that is taught during TOEFL when you pass the TOEFL course. So it is a safe structure and feel free to use it. If you want to use another one, that is totally fine. But this is something I see most teachers using. You need to make it fun yet controlled. So the question is, how can you control the class which doesn't know you? These kids do not know whether you're fun, whether you're strict, where like how you react. They can't read your facial expression yet. So what you can do, the most important thing is to use a reward system. If you don't have a set up reward system in this class, which I assume nobody has, right? The most important is to encourage kids who are very active through the reward system. If there is a reward system, you can use stickers, you can use high five, you can use something else. If you have something else, you can use some other tools. That is really important. Another thing, if you were teaching in a country where English was their first language, probably you were not relying on TPR so heavily. But here in China, we're relying on TPR a lot. So basically when you say the word cat, you show cat. When you say dog, you show dog, right? And so on. It is very important that you're not just standing and saying, repeat after me, right? You actually use gestures for kids to better understand what you're trying to deliver. And it doesn't matter what age they are. Another thing, when you're preparing, make sure to use lots of visuals, lots of props, and if you're playing some games, make sure to bring all props with you. The same goes with flashcards. This extra effort that you're putting in, first of all, will help kids better understand what you're talking about if you have some flashcards. And second, if you have all props ready, it will be easier for you to conduct the class, because sometimes agents can tell you, all right, don't worry, you come there, there'll be TV, there'll be flashcards, and in fact, when you come there, there is nothing ready, the TV isn't working, or you can't connect your laptop or your phone to that TV. So just to be on the safe side, take a small speaker with you, prepare everything and take everything with you. Then in this case, you won't have to be stressed over all those things going wrong in the classroom, and you'll have full control over the situation. Next thing they're gonna look at is probably your classroom discipline. And you don't have to be extremely strict straight away, but you have to keep discipline. One of the tools you can use is like a trigger, like hands on knees, or maybe you have another way. Maybe you have a chant or a song, or maybe you have like a horn that you use. Many teachers have different tools, so make sure to use it in order to keep a good discipline in your class. The next thing is probably lots of teachers forget about is smile. Please don't forget to smile, because Kids do not understand what you're saying, and you may come across as a grumpy foreigner. And even though you're stressed, your smile matters, so make sure to smile. If you smile, it will be easier for you to deal with shy students. Shy students will be very reserved, and when you ask some questions, it will be unlikely that they'll interact with you in any way. So if you could find a way how to deal with shy students, it will be great, because there are lots of shy students. And last but not least, make sure to research schools' expectations and regarding what do they want. Are they looking for a serious, strict educator, or they're advertising lots of fun? Okay guys, I hope these tips will help you to pass your demo class successfully. If you're looking for a job, make sure to join my Telegram channel where I'm sharing lots of jobs. And good luck with your upcoming demo class. See you later. Bye.